So Richard, a lot of great things happening with Golden Boy right now. You got the coming up this weekend, Sugar Shane against Ricardo. Give me your thoughts about that fight.
Well, two exciting fighters, two of the most exciting fighters. You know, when Sugar Shane Mosley and Ricardo Mayorga enter the ring, you never know what's going to happen. One thing you do know, though, is that it's going to be fist to fist and toe to toe. It's going to be all action. And I think that's what fight fans look forward to.
And Shane, I mean, obviously he's not looking past Ricardo, but he really wants that fight against Antonio Margarito. Is that something that you guys at Golden Boy would like to pursue after this fight?
Well, you know, Sugar Shane Mosley, he never turns down any opponent. So I will be next week on the tour with Aaron for the Hoya-Pacquiao, and I will be discussing with him, assuming that everything goes well here. I will have it will be the opportune moment to discuss with Bob the possibility of a Margarito fight.
And talking about Oscar, the biggest blockbuster fighter of all time in pay-per-view, Manny Pacquiao, the most exciting fighter right now. What do you think about that fight? I mean, Manny started off as a little guy, as a 108-pounder.
Well, in his last fight, I don't think you can look back where people start off. You really have to look where they are today. In his last fight, he fought at the night of the fight when he went on the official HBO or unofficial HBO scale. He was at 147 pounds, and he looked pretty spectacular against Diaz. So he's not the little 108-pounder anymore. I think anybody who thinks that, they're really not giving him enough credit. On the other hand, so he's fast, he's exciting, he throws punches in bunches, and then you have, of course, Oscar's experience and strong, great chin, and so on. So it's going to be a very, very interesting matchup, and I can assure you fight fans from around the world are looking forward to it. We went on sale today with the tickets, and in less than an hour or so, sold out all the tickets. Sold out. It's already now the second highest grossing boxing event of all time. And you know what? That shows you the kind of interest people have in this fight. Because again, just like this weekend with Shane Mosley and Ricardo Mayorga, you know when Oscar and Pacquiao are going to come to fight, they're not going to be dancing around the ring. They're coming to fight.
How can Oscar walk away when he keeps putting on these massive 27,000 at Home Depot? This one, like you said, the second highest. He's still fighting good. How is he going to walk away from all this?
Well, who said he is?
Maybe not then.
No, I mean, assuming that everything goes well, I'd be surprised to see that is Oscar's last fight. And Oscar has already indicated that if everything goes well and plays out well, that he would fight, maybe a couple more times. He really wants to take fight by fight. He doesn't want to be, is this your last one or not? One day it will be his last one. Maybe
like the Rolling Stones will have a retirement fighter.
Maybe this will be his last one. But there doesn't need to be the pressure of the last fight. When it is going to be his last one, it will be his last one. But right now, the focus is on beating Manny Pacquiao.
Okay, and then a lot of people in the mixed martial arts world have a lot of questions for you guys. These are going to be mixed fight cards that you're going to do with Affliction, is that right?
Well, it's mixed martial arts. No.
So we're
going to mix it up even a little bit more, and looking at putting boxing in there as well. And a lot of the people would say we love the idea, great idea to cross-promote the sports. Both of them are contact sports, so it's not like you're putting baseball and American football together, but. A lot of people are supportive of it, but a lot of it are skeptic as well. I think that's normal. When you try something new, there are always a lot of skeptics. And instead of those skeptics just trying to do something to maybe help a sport or support a sport or expand the reach of mixed martial arts or boxing, and to try something new, their thing is always criticism. So we're actually excited to try that, and who knows? Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But if you don't try, you never know.
What kind of caliber of boxing fighters are you going to have on these cards? Are we talking like smaller weight guys, or what are you guys thinking about in those
We
terms?
would like to put a signature fight on, a big fight, a big name fight. So we will be actually in the next few weeks sitting down with the Affliction people and see how we can put that first card together, which we have scheduled for sometimes in the beginning of the year.
It is, okay.
Yes.
The other question people have was, the ring in boxing is much smaller than the massive ring that they use in mixed martial arts. Would you have two? Would it be something in between? How would
So
you guys...
that's something we actually want to be sitting down. We want to do the first event from California. So we'll be sitting down with the Athletic Commission Executive Director Armando Garcia to see on how we can solve that issue.
Okay. Would the first one be that Honda Center show, or is it going to be something after that?
I think the first round is going to be here in Los Angeles. We're having conversations with the Staples Center.
And then the other question, will you guys be trying to work with HBO pay-per-view, or are you going to go on your own? How are these cards going to be brought to the people?
Good question. We currently are evaluating. There are different people interested in distributing the pay-per-view. So we'll currently evaluating who are we going to go with, or if we are going to go and do it on our own.
Has HBO any interest in being involved with these shows?
No, HBO has decided not to be involved in mixed martial arts at this point. So,
And the last thing, what do you know about mixed martial arts, and when did you see this as something that, hey, this would be good for Golden Boy to get involved with?
Well, you could ask, what do I know about boxing? I'm not really a boxing guy.
But we know you know how to make money.
So what I want to do is I know how to, I think, build a business. And I want to find a way, just like we've done in boxing, to empower the athletes in mixed martial arts. Because if these numbers are true from UFC, 1 million homes, 800,000 homes, then the numbers are so gigantic of revenues. The revenue numbers are so gigantic, and the purses are so small that I think there's room for some improvement. So we basically want to see if we can establish an alternative platform, another platform to UFC. Just start to build a business again, like what we've done in boxing.
Yeah.
The same blueprint. And who knows, maybe it's going to work and maybe it's not. But what we will do, we will surround ourselves with people who do know about mixed martial arts. And we will hire a few people, just like in boxing, Eric Gomez and Roberto Diaz and all these guys, Ramiro and so on. They know boxing, they know the fighters, they know that. I know the business side, to negotiate with the venues, with the networks, with the distributors, with the sponsors and so on. That's my responsibility. And that I will take to mixed martial arts. And you know what? We're going to give it a try.
Well, good deal, Richard. I appreciate you taking the time.